said, today I'm doing the test of the Moto Guzzi V85TT. Last week was the Suzuki Katana, absolutely fabulous bike to do an English term. Today is something very different. It's a new adventure bike from Moto Guzzi, to correctly pronounce it. And here she is. One of the biggest features of it is its brand new dash with cruise control operated over here. Then we have the rider mode. At the moment I have it on off-road disabled. If we start it up, to change it to the three modes, one is road, the second is wet, and the third is off-road, which has ABS disabled for the off-road, is just by pressing the starter motor again. So you hold it down and it should blink. Here we go, that's road for strata, Peosia, rain, and off-road. Rear ABS disabled, that's I guess to kick out the rear. Now we'll chuck it back to strata, as we're going to do a bit of road riding from now on. I'm still getting used to this, so bear with me. Here we go. Right, we have cruise control over here. And then we've got a mode button here. Now clicking this, click upwards, we've got average speed 41 kilometers an hour. Maximum speed 102. Time, that's sort of my riding time. I've done 19 kilometers so far. Average fuel consumption is average 17 k's a litre, which is pretty damn good. We've got a gear change over here. Kilometers an hour. Easily read, rev counter around here. Now if you hold down the mode button, you can take all that out, hold it down for like about 5 seconds, and it goes into a mode where you can change all your settings, like your clock settings. And we've got the off switch here, so come around to here. LED running lights with the famous Moto Guzzi wing, which hails back to Carlos Guzzi's aviation heritage. 850cc parallel, 850cc V-twin, push rod operated, 80 horsepower, which is pretty good. Euro 4 compliant. Infamous shaft drive, single shock on the right hand side. Nice quiet muffler on the left hand side. Bolt on carrier, and there is optional luggage for this, I believe. We've got the positions here, nicely easily accessible for the light. 4-way adjustable levers. Mirrors are really good, they don't obstruct, the shoulders don't obstruct the view. Big tank, very roomy saddle. It was great off-road when I just took it off just for a very brief excursion. "19-inch spoked wheel on the front, 17 on the rear. Unfortunately they're tube tyres, not tubeless, but I guess when Moto Guzzi designed it they didn't really think it was an issue. ABS braking is standard, as well as Brembo's, so it's top-notch spec. Fully adjustable rear suspension. Let's get riding. lot of fun off-road. The Moto Guzzi V85TT is very capable. I was quite surprised actually how light and nimble it felt. There's a couple of situations where I hit some wet sand and thought, oh, be careful, be careful. I think a lot of that's down to the road bias tyres it's got at the moment. Put some tolerances on it, which is the optional extras that come with, and it will be just epic off-road. That notwithstanding though, that handled it admirably. I was surprised how just how supple the suspension was. Bars are nice and wide, and I could stand comfortably and clench the tank and seat just to pivot the bike around the big mounds and off-road potholes and the like. Handguards offer decent protection. However, if I'd buy one of these, I'd definitely get the optional engine guards. Just mindful of the fact that the tank's wide and the tappet covers stick out, so you really don't want to gouge them if you do drop it. Something that was in my mind, bearing in mind that I don't actually own this bike. Last thing I want to do is take it back on Monday morning and some scratches. But it was good to test it in its environment that it will be used in. Sure, it's not quite a long way round or a long way down, but it's like a quick version. Speaking of which, I must up my Aprilia Cap and Ord round as a direct comparison. To be honest, I think it'd be a tank compared to this. One thing that Moto Guzzis have got is just that sweet V-twin. Some people may label them as old fashioned because they're air-cooled pushrod 2 valves, but this thing's a lot trickier than you think. Fly-by-wire throttle, titanium valves. I mean, that's 21st century stuff. Ooh, it's a bit cold and windy today. Temperature gauge on the dash is 11 degrees. But it's just nice and just a lovely ride. Got the setting on the traction control to Strata, to road again. Moto Guzzi's actually got quite a bit of an adventure motorcycle heritage. A lot of people don't quite realise that. Their first production ADV bike was back in the early 80s, which was a V85TT, which is based off the 650 platform. Thankfully they went for the 2-valve engine, not the 4-valve. 4-valves were known for launching themselves due to valve stretching. Apparently they were pretty good off-road too, but they had some issues with snapping the drivetrain. I think it's just a little bit too much when people were going to push them hard. So they soldiered on for a while, went into 750 through the late 80s, and then in the 90s Moto Guzzi brought out the Quota, which is based off the 1000cc platform. Very tall bike from what I've heard. People absolutely love them that have got them. Come out to a roundabout. What all the manufacturers go for is the induction noise. It's how to get around the exhaust reef, exhaust compliance. Make it all super quiet and then give it some induction raughtiness. I'm all for it. So back to the heritage. So the Quotas, very tall bikes apparently. I've never actually sat on one, to be honest. Very capable off-road too. They're brought out as a direct competitor for the BMW GS series just because they were selling so well and Moto Guzzi wanted part of that pie. They evolved into the 1100, they had an injection system, and then quietly dropped. And then there's a big lull until back in 2007, I believe it was. Moto Guzzi brought out the Stelvio. Now I looked at buying one of these, but unfortunately my 175cm frame just couldn't fit it. I was on tippy toes. But beautiful bike. Come out with the 1200 8-valve engine, nice and punchy, 105 horsepower. And these soldiered on till about 2018, I think it was, and then it dropped in. They couldn't comply with Euro 4. They'd sold pretty well. They brought out an adventure version with the hard panniers and engine crash bars. So then things just went quiet on the adventure bike. Then there was rumours surfacing about a new 850 platform based on the Bobber and the Roma engine. And I heard about this and I was thinking, wow, that's quite a good engine size. But would the 55 horsepower of the Roma be enough for it? Then I heard they were getting 80 horsepower out of it. I thought, wow, 25 more horsepower out of the same engine, but there's a lot of differences with this. Absolutely beautiful engine, nice and quiet and smooth. Cable clutch, no hydraulics, so it's nice and simple, very, very light clutch. Something amazed me when I first pulled the clutch. I was thinking, geez, has this got the cable actually actuated? It was so light. And the gearbox, put it into first gear, no clunk like my old Moto Guzzi V11 Sport used to do. And I've ridden quite a few Moto Guzzis which have had that. This has got a super light gear change and clutch. They've really refined this. Notice it's still got the little Moto Guzzi swing to the right when you give it a rev, just the crankshaft torque, but I call it character. It wouldn't be one without it.